Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna review for you guys, and well, with the release of Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, today I decided to go and take a look back at the films that were directed by none other than Sam Raimi. So let's go and dive in. So here we go. So starting at number 5, we got is Darkman. Darkman was actually one of the first superhero films that Sam Raimi directed, and the reason why I say first because he got on to direct Spider-Man 12 years later. And well, to be honest, like Darkman is one of my favorite films by Sam Raimi, since like literally like after when the film was called became a big hit, it made over $53 million, and then after that ended up launching a franchise with 2 films. And well, just to let you guys know that literally what's called the 2 sequels feature both Durant and also a new villain, Peter Rooker. Even though Durant did came out in the first movie, but he wasn't the main villain. It was Strack who was the greedy what's called developer. And well, in the second film, Durant became the main villain, and also the third film introduced a new villain, Peter Rooker, who was actually a drug kingpin. And well, alongside like after the series went dormant, it actually was brought back in a comic book series, and then after that, well, later on, there was the talks of what's called a sequel with Sam Raimi, and well, I'm looking forward to go and see it. So yeah, but anyway, moving on. Next at number 4 we got is Don't Breathe. Now this film isn't directed by Sam Raimi, it was directed by Fede Alvarez, who directed the Evil Dead remake. And well, this movie was produced by both Sam Raimi and Robert Tapper, who actually produced the Evil Dead trilogy. And well, basically the reason why I put this film in, because it was produced by Sam Raimi, and well, also one of my favorite horror films, since basically did feature a new what's called antagonist, the blind man, later on in the sequel, who was named Norman Nordstorm. And well, basically the first one was pretty great, but when the sequel came out last year, well, there was a bit of a controversy because the blind man was featured as kind of an anti-hero instead of a villain. And well, literally, like, it's whatever, but alongside, I'm looking forward to going to see when they announced the third entry. So yeah, but anyway, moving on. And at number 3 we got is Spider-Man. Spider-Man became one of Sam Raimi's most successful films, since after the film hit theaters in 2002, it made over $800 million, and literally became a big hit, since literally actually did some research, and I found out that it did make a lot of money. And well, basically the film did actually become a big hit, so Sam Raimi got on to direct the other 2 entries, Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3, which featured what's called the villains Dr. Octopus, played by Alfred Molina, and Sandman, who was played by Thomas Hayden Church, but although that he wasn't really the main villain. And then, well, literally since the first one featured what's called the villain Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe. And well, basically those villains going to come out in the third entry in the MCU Spider-Man trilogy, Spider-Man No Way Home, where they were yet again played by the same actors, and well, alongside bringing the other villains from the Amazing Spider-Man series, the Lizard and Electro. And well, basically after that, the series was rebooted in 2012 with Andrew Garfield, and after that, Spider-Man was brought into the MCU with Tom Holland. So yeah, but anyway, moving on. Number 2 we got is Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, and this is actually the latest film that Sam Raimi directed. And well, basically the reviews on this film was kind of mixed, since basically there's been reviews on this film say that it's kind of like like horror, and also there wasn't really that much to see, but alongside, I'm looking forward to go and see this film. So yeah, but anyway, moving on. We got is The Evil Dead. The Evil Dead was Sam Raimi's first horror film that he directed, and well, basically the film became a cult classic, and also became one of the popular horror films in the genre. And also, since the film actually made over $3 million, it did actually was a big hit, since it ended up launching 2 sequels, and then alongside with the remake that was directed by Fede Alvarez, and also alongside with video games and also comic book series. And then there's actually already a new installment that's going to be coming soon, so I'm looking forward to go and see that. But anyway, moving on. Well, there you have it, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, to notification, and I'll see you guys.